Hey there guys, Next Striker here, back again for another video. So we have a lot of new Young Justice Outsiders stuff to cover in this, so I'm going to try and compact it all and just give my thoughts on it. Sorry I couldn't do this initially when the information dropped, because it just came out at a time where I couldn't really record. So I'm not sure, this is going to come out either Wednesday or Thursday for you guys, so it's going to be just a little bit late. But, forgive me on that. I'm trying to keep you guys posted as much as I can. And if you hear any clicking, it's just me clicking through all the different information we have. So, if you've seen anything on the internet, you'll know that Young Justice Outsiders, we've gotten some new news on it. So, I'm seeing this across a lot of different news outlets that Young Justice Outsiders footage is going to debut at San Diego Comic-Con. Now, I've looked for anything official from DC, and the only thing I'm seeing is... I'm actually looking at comicbook.com right now, and they're saying that all of the series are going to be there. So, Young Justice Outsiders, Teen Titans, Titans, Harley Quinn, guessing Swamp Thing, Doom Patrol, all that. It makes sense. Like, DC is definitely going to, I'm 99% positive on this, because if they didn't, it wouldn't make any sense. But DC is definitely going to make it a point to talk about their digital streaming service. They're going to explain the prices. They're going to go over what's on it, everything. Because this is the Comic-Con. This is the thing that's all about comics. If they don't talk about it here, it's just like, what are you doing, DC? People are interested in this. They want to know, like, what's going on here. So anyway, all the series are going to be there. And apparently there's going to be footage of the series. Now, here's the quote from DC. So it says, now this is about Young Justice Outsiders. The fans have waited long enough, and it's time for the first look at one of the most highly anticipated shows of the year, Warner Brothers TV wrote in its press release. In Young Justice Outsiders, the teenage superheroes of the DC Universe come of age in an animated world of superpowers, supervillains, and super secrets. This time, the team will face its greatest challenge yet as it takes on metahuman trafficking and the terrifying threat it creates for a society caught in the crossfire of the genetic arms race spanning the globe and the galaxy. So basically what this tells me is that, again, I think they made a similar statement on this. Basically, it's just going to be not just on Earth, but it's going to be more galactic. Now, in Season 2, we did see it was called Invasion because aliens were coming to Earth. So this one, it's going to be going out of Earth into more of like the galaxy, stuff like that. So not just Earth. I guess maybe the Outsiders team, maybe that's what that's about. But we still don't know. Anyway. So that's the statement from DC. And then I'm going to read this. This was on, I believe, Greg Wiseman's Twitter. Thanks to the Young Justice Wiki, I follow them, and they had this listed. So from 10 to 11 a.m., now, again, at Comic-Con, San Diego, that's going to be Pacific Standard Time. So that's, for me, that I live on the East Coast, so that would be, let's see, when would that be? 11, 12. So it'd be like 1 o'clock, I think. So anyway, so 10 to 11 a.m. Of course, if you're going to San Diego Comic-Con, that's going to be for you. It's going to be in room 6DE. Young Justice Outsiders special video presentation and Q&A. So special video presentation probably means possibly, they're going to have a trailer. I don't know if that's what they mean by that. It could be maybe they just have something put together that's already edited, and then they're going to have a Q&A later. But, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, so it says, the fans have waited long enough. Oh yeah, this is the exact same statement, isn't it? Okay, so I guess DC in his statement, I didn't realize that when I was looking all this stuff up. But anyway, it's the same statement. And then it just says that, it's going to have the producers, the art director, the voice director, and members of the cast. So it's going to have 2 members of the cast. It's going to have Troy Baker, and it's going to have the voice of Artemis and Tigress. Now, Troy Baker, I looked it up, and it doesn't look like he's ever been in Young Justice before. Unless I'm missing something. Let me make sure. Oh, no. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything on Young Justice here. No, he's not been in Young Justice at all, which probably means he's going to be an outsider. That's the most likely scenario. Now, he was Two-Face in Arkham City and Arkham Knight, so keep that in mind. It's possible he could be Two-Face. Two-Face exists in the Young Justice universe. If not now, then he will eventually. So, anyway, he could be Two-Face, could be an outsider. it'd be interesting to know all that stuff. But anyway, so Troy Baker and the voice of Artemis are going to be there along with the showrunners and all that. Now, this was, of course, on Twitter, and this was on, now this is Young Justice Wiki's Twitter, I'm just reading off here. So then, someone asked Greg Weisman about spoiler request, and then Greg Weisman replied, these days they usually just say hashtag no spoilers. And then someone replied, but at Comic-Con you'll tell us something besides that, right? And then he replied, I don't have to, you can't make me, but yeah, we will. And then winky face. I mean, just a little. I still hate spoilers. So basically what this means is he's going to keep it very, very tight. Like, we're not going to know much of anything about this. I actually do like that. I like that approach. I remember Young Justice Season 2, when that finally got a trailer, like, we still barely knew anything. We saw a trailer, we had a little bit of information, and, I mean, that was it. Like, we didn't really get a lot of information, and I think they're going to keep it that way. Greg Weisman, I mean, this is a great series, and there's a lot of plot significance to this series, so it makes sense that he's keeping it close to the chest, right? Like, you don't work on a series and have this thing being waiting for 5 years and then have it all get leaked. Like, oh, by the way, Wally West is going to come back, and he's going to rip a hole in the space-time continuum, and, you know, we're going to have just Doomsday come out and he's gonna kill Superman. Like, no, we're not gonna do all that kind of stuff, right? So yeah, he's gonna keep it close to the chest. I really do like that. I think that's a really good idea, and yeah, I mean, I typically like to go into series not knowing much of anything about the series or a movie or whatever. I think it's better that way. You have more surprises. But anyway, I am gonna cover all the news and stuff about that now. July 20th. Let me just check the date here. I mean, like, July 20th. It's on a Friday. Oh, interesting. So, that's going to be interesting. I don't know. I might be able to cover it that day, or it might be a few days late. It just kind of depends on how it falls and what happens. I'm trying to think. That might be a tough day for me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cover it that day or not. If not, forgive me, but I will be talking about it, guys. So, yeah, just keep posted. Of course, if you like the Young Justice content, just stay subscribed, and I continue to pump out content that you guys hopefully like. But anyway, so as far as what we can expect from this panel, we do have 2 voice actors. We do have the series creators. We do have the voice director. We do have the art director. So we're definitely going to have more, I'd say more character images. We're definitely going to have more images. We're going to have a trailer. We're going to have a little bit more information. Maybe, now this is possible, we could see some possible new characters appearing in this trailer. And if that's the case, they're probably going to talk about maybe how they fit in, stuff like that. It's possible we could see Lobo again. I mean, Lobo is, a guy that goes around the galaxy. So, we had him in season 2. It could be possible that they kind of plan that, like, oh, let's just throw Lobo in this one episode, and then after that, he'll come back, and then we will have already established Lobo. So yeah, it should be interesting to see what exactly happens here. If there's any sort of galaxy-esque characters, I mean, obviously there's a lot of characters that are in space, right? Like, it's DC. Like, there's a whole universe. There's a lot of characters that are out in space. But it's anything like that, we could possibly see it in this season. If not as the main focus, we could definitely have it, like, just be an Easter egg or be in one episode and then come back later. They could even do something crazy like Watchmen. Now, obviously, when they planned the 5 seasons, Watchmen, it was owned by DC, but it was not in the DC universe. But they could definitely do that now. That would actually be really interesting. Now, of course, Watchmen it's pretty mature, but now they don't have to really worry about, watering down the series or any of the elements or anything. So they could do that. They could do a lot of things. I mean, we have Apocalypse. We have Lobo already in the series. There's a lot. There's a lot that they could do. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Fingers crossed. I mean, I have high hopes for this thing. I really do like the world building in Young Justice and how everything just comes together. Like, I feel like the Young Justice universe is its own entire DC universe, which is wild because it's one series, right? You never really, I mean, yeah, Justice League, you had that as an animated series, but Justice League was a culmination of everything, right? Nothing wrong with Justice League, by the way. I love Justice League, but Young Justice, build its whole universe in one series. I still think that's very impressive. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling at this point. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thumbs up if you like, subscribe if you liked, and comment below your thoughts and hopes on this. A lot of people have been asking me, when's this coming out? When's this coming out? When's the release date? We're going to get all that at Comic-Con. I can almost guarantee you. So just keep, be a little bit more patient. We're almost here. We're almost at Comic-Con. We're about a month away from this panel. So, yeah, that's all I had for now. Catch you guys later.